Hey, man, have you ever wanted to do your annual maintenance out there? And the best thing to do is preventative maintenance to prevent you from having any problem and broke down on the side of the road. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to do an electric cart to check the basic things that wears out and what you need to do to prevent you from being broke down on the side of the road, having to call somebody to come get you, or you just having to fix it yourself when you could prevent it from happening. The first thing you want to do here, we have an electric golf cart. We have an E-Z-GO golf cart. All electric maintenances are about the same. Doesn't have to be Club Car, E-Z-GO, Yamaha. The very first thing you check is your batteries. All right. You just want to raise your seat up and look at your batteries overall to see how they look. Now, you can see here, these batteries are US batteries. What I would do first is look at your batteries. You want to just check your wires, make sure none of your wires are corroded. Pretty bad, nothing like that. Then you want to just look at your batteries and see what year they are. On your negative or positive post, you will have a day and then a month. And you can see here, these are I can't even read it. F8 looks like, but anyway, they're 8s. Here it is right here. These are F3s, all right? So these batteries are about almost 2 years old. And the way you tell it is A, B, C, D, E, F. A, B, C, D, E, F is 6 of 23. So you're looking at June of 23, so the batteries are new. And the reason why I say check your batteries is time goes by faster than you think. You might say, I've only had them in there 2 years, but guess what? 90% of the customers that tell us the batteries have been in there 2 years, they're 5 to 6 years old. All right. Now you can see here the batteries are wet. And that could be two signs. It could be meaning actually, if you look at this here, you can see the cap. That cap is not sealed down right there. It's not sealed. See the black part sticking up like that? That means that's not sealed. That's why you see water. Well, what'll happen over time if you don't spray your batteries off is that acid will build up and it'll eat your wires off. So what you want to do is open up, which is the front passenger battery. This is a speed cap. You just do one twist and you look at your water. And that's actually perfect water right there because it's not up into that neck. That's good. Now, don't just assume, and a lot of people don't know this, that's why I'm telling you, but when you add water to the batteries, you have to add it into every cell. A lot of people just will put it in one cell, don't realize that. So then you go to number 2 battery. That's good. Perfect. Now, US batteries they use a little water, man, but they're a good battery. And you can see the water there level there, that's good. That's number 3. So now we're going to check number 4 battery. And as you're checking the batteries, man, you want to do a visual. That's good. Yep. You want to do a visual look of your battery wires to make sure they're not corroding bad. And also, if you do have to put new cables on your car, make sure that you don't get none of the cables that has this rubber part on top of here. Because what happens is the rubber part gets under the nuts and it melts. All right, so now we're going to battery number 5. Water level is good in that. So now we're going to check the last battery number 6. And you can tell whoever put these battery wires on didn't think about nobody that had to check the water. I mean, the wires are rubbing the cap. So they didn't think about the customer that had to do this. So now what we're going to do is, we're having problems getting this cap off, so we're going to go ahead and go to step 2. What you want to do, loosen your wire up and just spin the wire out your way like that. That way you can get the cap on or off easier. All right, so now what we're going to do, now we have all them, we're going to go around and just tighten your wires up. You're going to snug them down. You don't want to break them. You want to go around and just snug them down like that. Over time, man, the put a little heat, the wire might get a little loose. Like this wire here, we're going to turn that because this was hard to open up, so we're going to loosen this one. And what this does, man, it just makes it easier when you check the waters next time in them. Now, if you check your batteries and your batteries need water, but your cells are still covered, add the water after you charge the card up. Don't add water before, as long as the cells are covered. Now you can see there. Now what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get some battery spray. We spray on our batteries, and we can see we use this right here, Napa brand. You can use whatever. Some people put grease on there. It just makes it kind of dirty when you go to do it. And if you look at your wire here, this right here, a lot of people just spray right there, but that does no good. Right here is where your connection's at. This is where you have bare wire here to here. From this to this is where you have your raw wire. So you want to make sure that you coat the connection, and just do every one of them like that. Now this here's your thermal sensor. If this corrodes off right here, you can't bypass it, because what that does is it tells your charger, it sends temperature voltage to the charger, and if you bypass it, your charger won't work if you have the factory charger that comes with it. All right. So then the number two thing we check after the batteries is the number one. Actually, one of the main important things about an electric golf cart. You check your air pressure, because your back tires on your golf carts always lose air pressure. Most lifted tires take about 20. They say 15 to 18, 20 pounds. Well, if you can look at this tire here, by looking at it, the tire looks good, but it's low in air. Oh yeah, look at it. It's flat. But if you didn't know and have the experience of knowing what a flat tire looks like, you can tell by just looking at the tire. So what I'm gonna do, we normally put 20 pounds of air pressure in the tires. Oh yeah, you can see there it's got 12 pounds. Actually 10 pounds. So what we normally do, put 20 pounds in each tire. And if the tire's bouncing and it's the ride's too rough, what you could do is drop the air pressure down to about 15 pounds. And then if you don't like the way that rides, you can go down to about 12 pounds of pressure. But like I said though, it's always the backwards. Well, that's flat too, look at it. Mm-hmm. So always check it, even though it looks good, man, check your air pressure, because you know what happens when you have low air pressure in your tires? You put more resistance on your batteries. Oh, excuse me. You put more resistance on the golf cart. And what that means is, anytime you put resistance on your golf cart, you're not going to get two things are going to happen. You're not going to get as far on your batteries as you should, because you're pushing a flat tire. And the main important thing is you're going to wear your tires down, because if you look at your tires, and I'll show you this while we're on the topic. Look at your tires here. Come over here, Travis. Come right here. If you look at your tires here, if you have a golf cart tire that's wearing, all right, and you notice that it's wearing down the center, all right, what that means is overinflation. If you have a tire and you can see here, like it's wearing here and here, that means underinflation, because when the tire's flat, you ride on this because your center of your tire is pushed in. So before you know it, man, your tires wore out. You got to spend $400 to $600 on a set of tires, and all of it could have been prevented with just a little bit of maintenance. But on electric car, really, man, the main things are batteries, tires, and the charger. And then you have your bushings wear out prematurely. The rear spring bushings on the E-Z-GO go bad. On a club car, you got the front A-arm bushings that go bad. This tire here slack too. Oh yeah, it's wearing for sure. And then actually, man, it begins to cup. And then once it does that, man, your car rides like crap. You get the tire noise. All could be prevented with a little 30-second adding air to it. But if you don't know, you don't know. That's why you come to this channel, and we'll teach you everything you need to know about a golf cart. Now, the other thing you want to do is you want to check your headlights. I'm gonna turn my head. So then what we're going to do is check the bushings, the rear spring bushing. Really, on an electric cart, man, there's really ain't much you can do to it. You look at your rear end, make sure the rear end's not leaking. Check your steering components, make sure no play. But if you look here at your bushings, these are your bushings here. If you look in here, you're coming back here. You can't see where you're at. Right there. And you see inside there, You see that little white part? That's your bushings.
Teflon.
Yep, and what happens as the bushings wear out, you'll notice when you drive, you'll hear a clunk when you turn side to side. It's not going to hurt nothing, but you will notice a little clunk. Then you get tired of the noise. All right. Now his look brand new, like we just put him in there.
Explain to them what kind of shackle that is.
What this is a shackle where it keeps this is your shackle here, and this is a new style. And what is they keep, see this plate here? They keep, it hits here on the frame and keeps the spring from collapsing all the way down, which is smart. A lot of people are going to that if you want to do a little small lift kit. A lot of people are going with that. Then another thing you want to do is you want to come up here and you want to take your steering and just check your play on it like this. And you can see when I wiggle the wheel like this here, is the tire moving? Showing the tire, and you can see the little bit I move it there, you can see the tires moving. So that tells you right there the steering's good. Now all these steering boxes, man, brand new within a year, have played. There's nothing you can do about it. And then we're gonna check our headlights. And where we're at, you don't have to have headlights and taillights on. You can see that key there, you had to turn twice. You don't have to have headlights and taillights to drive on the streets.
Factory headlights.
Yep, and then the tail lights. Like I said, here you don't have to have them. Now, up the road from us in North Carolina, you have to have street legal. You have to have headlights, tail lights, turn signal. All right. Now you can see it. Let's look at the rear end. Make sure the rear end ain't leaking. You want to zoom into it, show them the rear end. You can see your rear end. You got your motor. None of that's leaking. And we're just trying to prevent a problem later on. But all right, man, that's simple as that, man. That's it, man. Stay tuned, man. Always remember, watch my other videos, man. That's what it boils down to. I got a couple great videos coming out. I have over about 100 that's scheduled to come out over the next year. If you want early access to them, become a member. And you can see all my channels you want, man. I mean, all my videos you want. All right, y'all stay tuned, man. Appreciate it.